Hi guys, Bobby here. And tonight I just wanted to come up and talk to you a little bit about, you know, what has been going on in the last few days, probably since our um, red blood moon eclipse. And I mean, everything is just going nuts. People are just losing their minds. And I had to go to the beach today and be there. I think I just came back home around maybe 2 hours ago. It was just so beautiful, and I was grounding, and I was meditating, and I was trying to or not trying, but I was working on, you know, my subtle body, which is all the nervous system, trying to working it out to be able to balance. Anyways, it's been a wild ride this couple weeks, and I just wanted to come up and talk to you a little bit about what is going on. So my sister and I, we've been really busy. We've been doing a lot of things, working on our little holistic place, and I've been doing other things as well. So I told my sister we gotta do a video again because, people are just asking. There's a lot of people asking when are we gonna do videos again. And, but we've been busy, and we promised that we will make more videos together. It's just right now we are trying to figure out things. So, with that said, um, you know, as my sister and I always say in the beginning of our videos, if you do not resonate with our information, that's okay. You can go and listen to other people. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. And if you do resonate with other people, that's okay. But if you don't and you want to come back, that's okay. We will welcome you with open arms. And with that said, I just wanted to let you know, guys. Last night, I was absolutely fine, happy, listening to awesome music. And around maybe 9:30, I started feeling weird. It was like I was dizzy, I was floaty, and I got so tired and fatigued at that moment that I needed to go to sleep. I think I went to sleep around maybe 10:30, 11:30. That's very unusual for me to do, because unless I am, purging, and I have all these, you know, sick symptoms while I am purging, I don't ever go to bed around 11:30. The latest I will go to bed, is 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I just have to wait for my one of my girls who works, and I have to wait for her. But last night it was absolutely crazy what was happening. I could see everything moving around, and then I had not a ringing in the ears, but it was more like a buzzing in the ears. I mean, it was crazy. So I came to bed. I, went to sleep. I checked the Schumann resonance, and I didn't see anything going on. There were some light codes. There was a spike in the Schumann resonance, some light codes, but other than that, it wasn't something really big. Then the space weather has been going with B solar flares, which is weird and very unusual, for the graph to have the lower solar flares. But anyways, so I woke up this morning, and I have been kind of meditating and doing everything that I do, when all of this sudden I thought about something and it just happened. And it's been going on all day today. I think about something and it happens. So I know that we had a timeline jump. I know for a fact because when I feel that way, it looks like I have some, I wouldn't say the gifts because you already have the gifts, but they are active. It's like an active DNA that comes up, activates, and then you start doing things and manifesting. And like, I know I can do telekinesis. I posted a video, but I didn't know that I could do that before. So it's been activating little by little. So right now, I thought about something and it just happened, and it's been going on all day long. So that's called manifesting when you are at the calm level. Your nervous system is calm. You go and ground yourself, you meditate, you are thinking about something, and all of a sudden it appears out of nowhere. I didn't think that was, possible, but it is, because your thoughts are the ones who are creating the life that you want. So if you think positive, everything will be manifesting in the positive. If you think negative, then everything that you are going to be manifesting is going to be in the negative. So if you are in the negative, that means you are in the 3D and you're just in a loop and you're repeating and repeating and repeating until you learn your lesson, and then you come up to the to the 5D with Mother Earth frequency. So many things that have been happening right now is because these timeline shifts and the solar flares are basically helping us to purge all the things and toxins and everything that we are not supposed to have in our bodies. And again, and all these videos are basically just coming out in social media and YouTube. I mean, everything is just completely flooded with disclosure about everything that I have talked about in the past, and I have videos in our channel that talk about it, especially the food. People are just going nuts finding all kinds of things, and one of my videos was that the food is actually not food. All those meat items, chicken and all that stuff, is absolutely crazy. What they're finding out, especially that the meat is human meat. And I am not going to sugarcoat it, and I am not going to stay quiet so that people are happy and comfortable. You're eating humans, period. And it is all coming out. So the fruits, veggies, some of them, especially the ones that are not organic, are not real. They are made out of plastic. And why organic is not better? Because they still have a little bit of chemicals, but instead of eating 50 or 60 chemicals, you're eating maybe 7 or 8. And still, they should not have any chemicals at all. If you can, grow your food, way better. So, all of this has been coming out, and I have talked about it for so long. I have been plant-based for over 10 years, and when I became plant-based, everything changed. My body changed. I feel lighter. My thoughts feel completely different. I have clarity. And people are just letting me know or telling me that I am just aging backwards. And, I feel so happy and humble because of that. And I don't do anything. The only thing I do is eat fruits, veggies, grains, and things that are good for my body. I take the sun. The sun is your med bed. I've said this many times and I continue saying it. Your sun is your med bed. You take the sun and your cells feed off the photonic lights, and the sun helps you basically just, look younger because it regenerates your cells. And, I, I was practically all day today at the beach, and it's my place. I love it, and I'm pretty sure I was a mermaid at some point in a lifetime, because I just love the beach. That's my place. If I could have a house somewhere near the beach, I would, which I'm looking for it right now. So, anyways, so this timeline jump, what happened is that everything that many people have not cleared from their system is basically coming out, and other people are seeing what these people are having inside of them. So all of these negative entities that people have, because their aura is so low, the frequency is so low, that these negative entities, when they come out of a person that ascended or is ascending, they can no longer be in a person like that. So they come out and they start looking for people who have the the aura or the frequency so low that they just latch at them. And this person becomes weird, erratic, bipolar. I mean, it's just crazy. You can see how this person gets really angry, and I mean, it's just crazy. You can see the people going nuts out there. So one of the things that people absorb is when they eat what they eat, especially, and I will say this, animals, they were not made for us to eat, period. That was the biggest lie that was perpetrated in our thoughts, in our brains, is that we are supposed to consume the protein from an animal. From all the animals, the worst animal that you can eat, the worst of all of them, is the pig. Whatever you consume from the pig, you're done. And the reason why is because the pig is a very, very unclean animal. And I remember someone or a couple of people telling me, and this is how ignorance has spread out throughout the world from people that do not know. And I am not trying to bash anybody. I am just trying to explain something. When you don't know something, you are an ignorant person. That is not an insult. It is just a word used to describe a person that is not aware of the information that is coming out. So the pigs don't eat grass. I mean, in my family where we come from, my sister and I, uh, we had family members growing pigs, and the pigs in a farm, they don't eat grass. They eat all the scraps and all the leftovers, and we have heard stories that, how people disappear, and they use pig farms for that, and obviously alligator farms as well. So, but I don't want to, touch that right now. But the pig is the most unclean animal to eat, and if you eat pig, basically you are eating not only that the pig will go into shock when they kill the animals, and the animals, they're just fighting and fighting to the death, but you're eating everything that they eat, all these negative entities that enter the pig, because that again is the animal with the most unclean system, and they have all kinds of worms, and if you eat that, I mean, your body gets tapeworms, hookworms, parasites, you name it. So and people don't like to be told that about the pork, because they love it so much. But you have to understand that you are what you eat, and if you are eating a dead carcass, what is going to happen to you? Eventually that animal is going to kill you. And it's something that doesn't we don't want to talk about this, because people are so afraid of going somewhere, but they're not aware that they are eating something that eventually will take them out of this planet. And this is not about fear. This is about helping people understand and understand and become aware that the frequencies that they're eating are keeping them low, and they're keeping them in the 3D. And right now, the Akashic records are also open. So anything that you do in here, it's basically being recorded in the Akashic records. So we're not saying that you need to be a saint. You have to be authentic. But as my sister and I always said, our mantra is do no harm, but take no shift. So you do not need to go out there and attack anybody, obviously. And if you believe that you're being attacked, then you just walk away if you can. But if you cannot do that, then perhaps you have to do something and defend yourself. And I don't mean by any means necessary to have this done in a violent way. No violence whatsoever. We're not in a planet right now where violence is needed. We don't want violence. We don't need violence. And if you're a violent person, then the universe is just gonna take care of you. So we have had all of these different changes, and again, with the timeline jumps and now this solar flash, we are expecting a lot of discomfort in people that have not done the inner work and the detoxification of their bodies. So if you, I mean, I think you can still do the work and try to get yourself um, clean, eating fruits and veggies and feel lighter. Um, but if not, then you have a long road ahead of you. And I don't know for how long this is going to be, because um, we don't know when exactly the solar flash is going to be. We don't know that. But in the atmosphere, you can feel that something is changing, and you see the difference in people. You see how people react with you. And I've heard a lot of people, which I've seen myself, and I thought that it was me alone, but I've heard a lot of people saying that people who were allies with you, whether it's family members, friends, you name it, they're basically just going at actually turning on you 360 degrees, which is unfortunate. But apparently, these people are not ready to ascend, so they're just staying behind. We have to continue looking for our tribe, which I was today with some friends, and it was beautiful to see them. And look for our tribes, do what we can to continue moving forward and not let any circumstances drag you down. So, keep an eye on how you feel, keep an eye on what is happening around you, and try to meditate, try to do everything you can so that you can change yourself. Because remember, the spiritual war that is happening is not happening out there. It is happening within you, and then is projected outside. So with that said, I just wanted to come up tonight and give you just a little bit of what is happening, or what has been happening since the red blood moon, whatever, the eclipse. So, again, meditate, take the sun, do your breath work. Breath work is amazing for you. So if you can do the breath work, fantastic. That will keep you calm, and ready to take on whatever is that you need to take on. So, with that said, I hope that you guys have a beautiful night. And remember that my sister and I have our website is www.angelwarriors1113.com, and you can go in there, see what we have. I am putting little by little new items, new things, and I'm working with some other people that are basically loving the items that we have in the website. So, with that said, I send you a lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of abundance, and have a beautiful night.